Hello everybody, what's happening, My name's Neil, welcome along to Midlife Motors. Now you catch me this morning just on my way to Glasgow. We've got a car to have a go of today, which is great, slightly different to the norm, so looking forward to that. I've jumped in the Polo just to take it for a run, and I'm actually doing a delivery on behalf of Mrs. Midlife Motors, and I said I'd do a little plug for her as well. Freestyle luxury gift hampers. If anybody's looking for something for Valentine's Day now that the Christmas rush is over, I'm dropping off this chocolate and shortbread one for somebody who's getting in early. But have a look, there's a Facebook page, there's an eBay shop. There we go, done my bit. I will catch you shortly when I've swapped cars, swapped cameras around, and hopefully it continues to brighten up. Keep watching. See you in a sec. I'm back. So we are in Glasgow suburbia. It's a place called Newton Mearns. It's where all the big money that works in Glasgow is. And we're in a Volvo. We are in a 2020 XC40. Now, if you've spotted my car history, you'll notice that as well as my little Mazdas and MR2s, I do love a smaller SUV. I've had a Cougar, I've had a RAV, I've had a Range Rover Evoque. So this ticks my box. I'm not interested in them being sporty at all, but as a daily driver, love them. Love the way you can get in and out, and after a hard training session, it's nice to be able to sit back, relax. Similarly, after a hard day's work. So this is a car that would be on my radar. I think they look superb. The interior in this one, this is a top of the line one. This is an Inscription Pro. I mean, Volvo are knocking it out of the park at the moment, aren't they? The cars are lovely. I have driven this car a couple of times, and it's just, every time I drive it, I just think, wow, this is just so, it feels grown up. It's completely different to any of the cars we've got. So I thought we'd take it for a little bit of drive, because it's got an interesting engine in this one. We're at another set of traffic lights. Anyway, the car's warmed up a bit. That's nice now. So inside, what have we got inside? Well, we're in an Inscription Pro, as I said, so we're top of the line. This isn't R line or any of the fancy looking on the outside. This is all about the interior. So, I mean, look at it. Look at the seats. Look at the dash. We've got panoramic roofs. I mean, we've got everything in this car. It's keyless. It's really, really easy to use. It's got the boot where you just swipe your foot underneath and up it opens for you. It's just a car that's obviously been designed just to be easy to use. We're driving along here. Okay, we're not going fast. I'm not the fastest driver in the world, but one thing I do notice, the engine, there's no engine noise in this car. There's no engine noise. There's no road wind noise. There is a bit of tire noise. Now, I looked at the tires after the last time I drove the car. The 19-inch wheels rather than the 20-inch wheels that the Evoque had, giving it a little bit more compliance, if you like, a little bit more of a smoother ride. This is a better ride than an Evoque, hands down. I've just pulled over because I thought I'd show a few things about the car. I like this. I've never had a car with one of these overhead cameras. Crikey, that makes reversing into a space exceptionally easy. The other thing I've noticed about this car, right, I'll drive forward. If you drive forward, say you're driving along, you come to a stop, boop, right, I'm finished, switch off please car. Has a button down here just by this fancy, look at that, that's nice, fancy gear lever. Press P and it does everything. It puts the car into park, it puts your handbrake on for you, it does the whole 9 yards, which is nice. That's good, saves you a little bit of work. Inside the cabins are just a nice place to be, isn't it? Volvos, if you've ever been in a Volvo, you'll be used to the seats now. I like the stitching on the headrest there. This one not only has a panoramic roof, but it's one that opens and closes, which is nice as well, giving a lot of airiness into the cabin. I shall jump out and we'll have a little bit more of a look round. Quick interior walk round just to give you an idea of the shape, the look of the car, sort of champagne-y colour with these, I do like the way Volvos do their, are they called the Thor headlights? That's a nice touch, I think. 19-inch wheels on this one. I think if you go for the R design, they're 20s, but that's got a bit of sidewall, so that's giving us a little bit of ride comfort, which is what this car's all about. Quite a lot of plastic. I'm not a big fan of plastic on car. I prefer it painted, but obviously it's providing protection. I can understand why it might be doing that. Round the back here, it's a nice, it looks good as well. I like the lights at the rear. I think this car I'm going to try and stick my foot underneath. I've got the keys on me. There we go. It did it. It did it. Took a wee while there. Probably need to get used to where the sensor is. So it pops open the boot. There we go. Coming around the back. There's the model designation there as well. I think the car's just locked itself. There we go. Yeah, let's unlock it. Have a look inside. Nice and airy. Good quality. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I keep saying it, but Volvo really are doing things nice. I like that as well. There's a nice little touch. The little Swedish flag as well. Good stuff. Like it. Let's run through the stats on this car. 3-cylinder engine, petrol, 1.5 turbo. 163 horsepower, 195 torques, but in a car that's only 1,500 kilograms, which is good for a car this size. I mean, there's plenty of space in here. It's only front wheel drive. Now, if you'd have asked me in the past, ooh, I would have said you're wasting your time getting an SUV that's only front wheel drive. The purpose of them is four wheel drive, but I think those days are over now. People are using these much more as cars rather than just as 4x4s, aren't they? So it'll be interesting to see when we push on if that front wheel driveness causes the car to suffer. The lightweight will help. Okay then, those are the stats. I've put the car in Dynamica, I think it's called. And we'll see what sort of difference that makes. It's definitely sharpened up the throttle response, definitely. Ooh, that's full boost there. Yep, that gave me a bit more power. So we're on the brakes hard for this corner. Great brakes, really good. Sometimes in SUVs they're very numb, very dead, but excellent. So yeah, good. Right, we've got a few corners here, so let's see how the weight transfer goes in this car, because I'm going to try and push on a little bit. So clear, so good to see out of. It's great to have a car with good visibility. Coming deep into this corner. That's a tight one. Oh, it's like a double. Yeah, the car stays nicely balanced, and that was a quick change of direction from one way to the other. And again. Excellent, very stable. Feels a little bit, you know, you are higher up, so it feels a little bit top heavy, but it doesn't feel boaty, doesn't feel rolly. Everything's going well. Oh, watch out for the cyclists. Sitting back now, sitting in the cabin. Obviously it's got one of these virtual dashes, which a lot of people are going towards. They're so much clearer, they're so much better. I love virtual dashes, and everything in here is just ergonomically absolutely perfect. The screens here, it's easy to use. I mean, everything is touchscreen now. I know people are moaning about that. To adjust the temperature, you have to take your eyes off the road, and this Volvo's no different. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I'm not so sure. I think that's for another video. Do I prefer the old school analog ways? Yes, definitely. But everything's ergonomically nice. I love this gear stick thing, this sort of crystal. I don't know if that was spec texture. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but wow, it looks lovely. Perfect riding position. Armrest are spot on. It's just lovely. It's really nice. We've got the panoramic roof, but we don't have the day for that today. I'm a wee bit, I'm not, oh, I know why. I'm in Dynamica mode. Let's put it back into comfort. I was bouncing around a little bit there, I was describing that. We've gone back into comfort for everyday use now, and the car has settled back down. Quite noticeable, actually. That's good. How would I sum up this car? Well, we are in the middle of January, in the middle of Scotland. It's been a pretty miserable day. It's cold outside. Everything's just a bit rubbish. And driving in this car, it just made you forget about all of that. It's a lovely place to be. It's a lovely car to drive. It's you know, if you were using one of these every day, it's just going to cheer up your day. It's just going to make your day feel more enjoyable. it feels really well built. It feels like it's going to go on and on and on forever. I mean, it really does. Volvo really are on a roll at the moment. And if I was in a market, you know, the 30 to 40,000 pound market for cars is strong. It's strong. There's a lot of competition because it's really the level I think that 90% of people are spending at these days, whether it be a monthly payment, a lease deal, you name it. And this car has really got to be up at the top of the tree. I'm not sure I would choose another Evoque over this, and everybody knows how much I loved my Evoque, but I think this as a package is a better car. There we go. I'm getting old. I've gone Volvo. If you've liked this, if you can give us a thumbs up, that would be fantastic. If you can share it with people, superb. And if you could subscribe below, that would be even better. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Need a little bit of help, please. A little push in the right direction. Thank you very much. I will see you next time. Goodbye.